Well, hello there, guys. How are you all today? My name is Boardman. Welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me on this brand new video. So, I'll be doing another video for you guys. Some of you quite very entertaining. Seems quite interesting to learn and listen together for story time. So, I will show you what I got to read to you guys. Some of you quite familiar with that. I'll show you. I have got Winnie the Pooh, and the honey tray. Have a look. This is a hardcover. This is published by Parragon Book. So, when I intend to do, I'll go read by words. I'll show some pictures if you like. So, before I start, I'd like to thank you for subscribing to my channel and take some and writing comments down below. I'll repeat to you guys, so you guys are fabulous. So, shall we begin for story time? So, relax, sit back, have some popcorn and enjoy. Winnie the Pooh sat on a long log outside of his little house. It was the finest autumn day anyone could remember. There wasn't a branch of breath of wind, and the smoke from Pooh's fire drifted straight up to the sky. Everything was perfect except for one thing. Pooh had run out of honey. Pooh sighed as he looked at all the empty honey pots scattered around him. Pooh decided to do his exercises to take his mind off his rumbly tummy. He was tempted to touch his toes when he heard a buzzing sound. That buzzing sound means something, Pooh said thoughtfully. Buzzing means bees, and where they are bees, there's usually honey. Pooh followed the bee until he came to the foot of the very tall tree. He looked up and saw the bee fly up to the hole. I don't suppose the bees would mind if I borrowed a little honey, said Pooh. As he began to climb the tree, Pooh climbed all the way up to the honey bee hole. As Pooh leaned closer to the hole, the little branch he was clenching began to bend. The more he leaned, the more it bent, until he could almost reach the honey. He leaned just a little bit further when, crack! The branch snapped. Pooh bounced from the branch to branch. Then, bump, he landed headfirst in the bush. Pooh rubbed his sore head so hard that he came up with an idea. Perhaps Christopher Robin will be able to help me reach the honey. Christopher Robin and Kanga were busy sorting out his old toys. Hello, Pooh called. Then he spotted the blue balloon. That's just the thing, he said. Could I borrow that balloon so he can get some honey? Honey, said Christopher Robin. From a balloon? I'll float up to the bee hole, explained Pooh. The bees will think I'm a cloud. If I cover myself in mud, the bees might think I'm a little black rain cloud, said Pooh. You could stand down below with an umbrella to fool the bees. The two friends found a muddy puddle. Pooh covered in himself in mud from his nose to his toes. Then he floated up, up, up until he was dangling beside the hole. As he reached in and pulled out a pailful of honey, then the bees began to buzz suspiciously around his head. "It definitely looks like rain," said Christopher Robin, pacing back and forth with his umbrella. The honeybee tree fell silent. Then a rumble began deep in the hole, which turned into an angry buzz, buzz, buzz. Just at that moment, the balloon began to lose air. Pooh clung on tightly as the balloon swished along, followed by the swarm of angry bees. "Hang on!" cried Christopher Robin. Pooh landed in the puddle with a plop. Christopher Robin jumped in after him and they used his umbrella to hide them from the bees. "Oh, it comes from liking honey so much," said Pooh. By then it was lunchtime, and Pooh was hungrier even than ever. So he sat down to think. First of all, he thought about honey, and then he thought about his friend Rabbit. Rabbit always had plenty of honey, so Pooh hurried over to his house. "Hello, Rabbit," called Pooh. Come in, Pooh," said Rabbit cautiously. Although Rabbit was one of Pooh's best friends, he knew what happened when Pooh visited at lunchtime. "I see you were just about to have a snack," said Pooh, spotting the jars of honey in Rabbit's arms. "Would you mind if I joined you?" "Why not?" said Rabbit with a sigh. At first, Pooh sampled each honey pot one at a time. However, Rabbit had such delicious honey that Pooh couldn't help himself. He ate and he ate and ate. Rabbit's ears drooped lower as the empty honey pots piled up around Pooh. Finally, there was none left. Pooh rose slowly from the table. "Goodbye, Rabbit," he said in a rather sticky voice. However, he couldn't fit through the door. His rather full middle was stuck in the middle. Rabbit pushed and pushed, but Pooh would not budge. "Bother," said Pooh, waggling his legs. "It all comes from not having a big enough door." "Nonsense," said Rabbit sharply. "It all comes from eating too much." And he hurried out through his back door to fetch Christopher Robin. "Silly old bear," said Christopher Robin, when he returned with an anxious-looking rabbit. He took hold of Pooh's paws and pulled, but Pooh was stuck tight. "I'll just have to wait for you to get thin," said Christopher Robin. So they all waited. Christopher Robin read stories to Pooh. Al flew down to lecture Pooh on dangers of eating too much. Kanga even hoped by with a handkerchief to protect Pooh's head from the hot sun. That night, Pooh was thinking how hungry he was when Gopher popped out to eat his snack. "Is that honey in your lunchbox?" asked Pooh. "Why, yes," replied Gopher. "Would you like some?" Inside his house, Rabbit thought he had heard someone offering Pooh honey. Honey that would make him fatter and keep him stuck in the front door forever. Stop, 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 Rabbit cried. He rushed out of his back door and grabbed the honey pot from Pooh's paws. Not a bite, not a lick, not a drop. Then Rabbit stuck a sign in the front of Pooh. Next morning, Rabbit was busy tidying when he leaned against Pooh's bottom to rest. Pooh moved. Away, he burst, cried Rabbit. He bished, and he bashed, and he booged. He ran off to fetch Christopher Robin. But before long, all the Pooh's friends arrived to help free Pooh. Rabbit, Christopher Robin grabbed Pooh's paws, Kanga grabbed Christopher Robin, and everyone grabbed Kanga. They pulled as hard as they could. Meanwhile, Rabbit ran to his house. He backed up in his living room as far as he could. Then, when he ran across the floor at top speed, he threw himself at Pooh's bottom and pushed with his might. Pop! Pooh flew out of the hole and sailed over the grassy place in the front of the rabbit's house. Watch out, Pooh! Cried Kanga. Pooh was heading straight for another honey tree. He landed head first in the hole. Buzz! Pooh's sudden appearance startled the bees, and they swarmed off the treetops. Pooh considered his new surroundings. Everywhere he looked, he saw delightful, mouth-watering honey. Don't worry, Pooh, Christopher Robin cried. We'll soon have you out of there. Thank you, called Pooh, between a mouthful of warm, delicious honey. But I'm not hungry. I'm not in any hurry. The end. So, guys, I hope you like this. I hope you enjoy this video about reading this Disney's Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. It seems quite interesting. So, obviously, this is a part of Disney's 100 years celebration. It's behind the legacy of animation studios since 1923. So, that's it for all, guys. So, just remember, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit this bell notification and click on the bell, and don't miss out the future videos. So, also, you can check out my social media just below this video description. You can check me on Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok and Instagram. You're also welcome to check me out. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's always appreciated. So, please stay tuned for another video, and thank you very much.